All right. What's up, folks? You know what I really don't like and never understood and don't understand because there's no way to understand it? Like, some things could just be stuff I'm overanalyzing, or taking the wrong way, but I doubt it. But it's just like people be saying stuff indirect and just none of it makes any sense, man. I mean, let's just get real, bro. A lot of these people are really funny, and I'm not trying to be anything like you. Like those are only games I don't play when like we act like we can't understand basic reality. Like I just don't tolerate that. I don't play like that. You know what I mean? It's hot as hell out here, bro. It's like it's got to be. I think my homeboy out there said it was like over 105. It might be like 110, 113. I don't know. It's hot. Okay. And when you're wearing this armor and everything I'm wearing is all black and it's absorbing the heat, okay, it's even worse. All right. And I'm handling it fine, but I'm just saying, like, people just got to get real with themselves and understand we out here trying to survive, man. You know what I mean? My fans aren't donating anything. You know what I'm saying? It's hot as hell. Like, I got to do what I got to do. I got to take a minute. I got to chill. I got to sit down. I got to hydrate. I got to cool off. It just is what it is. I don't owe nobody nothing. Feel me? Um, but yeah, like when it's this hot, you can't play around about this, man. Like you got to chill out for a minute, and that's what I do because I'm smart. I know what I'm doing. Doesn't take me but a few minutes, and I got to gather myself and get everything straight in my mind and know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? But yeah, you can't be playing around and heat like this for and that's the thing, everybody wants to have their opinion about everything nowadays and they're all entitled and it's like, dude, just mind your business. Like, if you ain't out here like me and you ain't wearing this, you can't tell me nothing. You feel me? It's kind of like talking about finance. That guy waved right now and tried to nod my head. It's like talking about finances with me with all the money I've made and spent. Everything I'm telling you is a true story, true fact. I don't need to overcompensate. I don't need to make up stuff. We got another honk. Um, in fact, I'm really humble. I really don't brag. I just respond to people. All that other energy was these other people, and now they're kind of having to. They're having to get gone. They're having to go find something else to do with their time, which is a good thing because that's what's been needing to happen. Oh, boy, I'm so hungry, bro. I haven't ate nothing. Like, it just sucks, man. It just sucks when you gotta keep on, struggling, and it's just hard, man. It's hard. It really is, man. Sitting here trying to budget and do what I can, and like, just sucks, man. It really sucks. It's been going on for a long time, bro. You know what I mean? Y'all people don't get like I don't have any of the luxuries you have, man. That's why I go so hard though, because I'm training for my survival. I'm training because I got to get it, man. I barely slept. I got up. I was like, I heard Jimmy talking. It kind of inspired me. And I heard Cyber talking about I was going to go back to sleep. It's hard for me once I wake up. And I didn't sleep that many hours. I woke up. I heard Cyber talking about steel armor. I was like, all right, let me go ahead and show up in the steel armor suit then today so you could see it. But today was one of the most successful days I've had in a long time, in my opinion. It went great. The training went great. All I do, like I said, it's just what I'm taking in. That's all. That's why some days you see me lagging behind. That's not a bad thing. It means that I'm training without, what I really need. And then I add what I need, right? Like I did today, right? And I'm going to stick with that probably today, right? And I'm not going to give you all the secrets of the game and the jewels, but, you know, take a little bit of what I need and it helps me, man. It helps with my muscle. It helps sustaining. And I'm getting ridiculous, man. My body is like at peak level. I mean, I'm pure muscle, man. I don't have an ounce of fat on me, and I mean, like I said, I'm trying to get so strong that I can literally like grab things and do whatever I want, and like, that's what people don't get. There's a lot more I got to do. I got to figure out how to work forearms on those bars, which I think I know how. You just straightforward grip and then pick up your body weight like that. I'm gonna have to start trying to do that. Um, Everything I'm doing is working. It's working like, how they used to say like bicuspids. I'm pretty sure that if that's a term and that's something, I'm pretty sure I'm working that out. Oh no, I'm thinking that's like teeth. Not that. It's like the joints, like the in the muscle, like the shoulders, deltoids. But it's something else. I just can't remember the name of it. But I know that what I'm doing, I'm working different muscle groups. It's just working, man. It's all coming together, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I know how to do this. Like I said, you compound just like I told you all. I compound and build businesses. I compound with the fitness too, in a specific manner and way, and it works. And what I'm doing, it builds muscle to the bone. I'm a way stronger than any of these dudes in these gyms. Don't think for 1 minute that any of them could come close. None of them. I don't care how big they are. I've had guys that looked like 3 times the size of me in the past. I was having to train. They could barely do a couple of pull-ups. It ain't about size, man. All that stuff. It's not muscle. I'm pure muscle, bro. When you don't have like an ounce of fat on you and you're just pure muscle, I had to teach that when I was like at the university. We were playing ball, and there was this other white boy, and he would get super mad at him, and like he actually like was getting in the mix and getting into it with folks, and he said that he's like, yeah, like they don't understand that because I told him, I'm like, we had a talk and a conversation. You just got to kind of stand up for yourself down here. It just everybody knows what it is. It's a different cultural element, and he repeated it like I knew what I was talking about because I told him because I was bigger than him. He was a pretty strong dude at the time though, and he he repeated it because like what I was saying was right. Like I told him like yeah, it's just people don't understand that muscle is way different than just size. Just because you look big, that don't mean nothing. You can look as big as you want. It doesn't translate to strength. You feel me? So a lot of people don't understand that. You know, I'm literally all pure muscle. Like I'm like a machine at this point. And like I said, I did the lifts today, did it complete exactly the way I wanted, pretty much to a T. Picked up the whole body vertically. It's just the hands and the wrists at the end. That last level, I call it like Super Saiyan level 3. You know what I'm saying? And it's a whole thing, man. People don't understand. This is real training, bro. This ain't no joke. The muscle ups, I almost had 14 today, which would have been my personal record, and I just got tired and I couldn't do it. But I was real close. I probably could have done it if I really pushed, but you just get tired, man. Muscle ups are one of the hardest exercises, in my opinion. I'm having a lot of trouble with trying to get the numbers up on it. 13 is all I've done so far. I did it again today. I almost had 14 though. I almost got over where I've been at. But it's okay. It'll come with time. But it just ain't easy, especially on that bar, because I have to watch out for the bars in front of me. And like I said, if it wasn't for that, I could probably do more because I'd be able to swing and use my momentum and trajectory. See, that's the thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Why would there be something wrong with using your own body's momentum and power and force and kinetic energy? Y'all are silly. That's like the whole point of martial arts. You gather kinetic energy, you have your own kinetic energy in your body and in your spirit and your mind and your soul. And then you have kinetic energy you can actually draw from the ground. So I think that's what people forget a lot. Sometimes you do have to kind of plant your feet and use that power from the ground because you got to have that thrust in it and you got to twist and move your hips. And that contortion is what gives you all your power. You feel me? But it was just a very successful day, man. I'm just super proud of myself right now. I'm exhausted though, man. I pretty much left it all on the field today. And like I said, this is what I do, man. I'm an open book, transparent. I don't do nothing extra. I don't do nothing else. This is all I do, man. You know, try to eat whatever I can get my hands on, which, it is what it is. I mean, like I said, until I start getting donations here, man, I'm going to be struggling, man. It's hard. It ain't easy, but that's why I try to lean on the fruits, like the fruits and the little bit of fruits that I can get and the fruit juice. I'm kind of I don't know, I've kind of gotten away from food a little bit, man, to be honest. But oh, I forgot. I got some I know what I got. I got some noodles. I've been eating those too lately. It might be helping me too a little bit, but I'll probably have one of those of ramen. That's what I got. But I be forgetting, but I do that. I do a lot of peanut butter when I can, but stuff just gets expensive, man. And then today, I think I got me a guava juice. Like I told you, I love that guava stuff. I could drink it all day. I mean, it's amazing. I love guava. I got some peach iced tea, which I can't wait to drink. It's going to be the first thing I do and eat a popsicle or two. I got a whole thing of popsicles, which I'm super excited about. Batman loves popsicles. Just a normal guy, man. Like any normal person, bro. You know what I mean? I just want to be happy and live life, and I want to better my situation and better my life. And I've worked so hard to do it, and it's just everybody just makes everything impossible. They don't make it easy; they make it harder, and it just gets old. So I don't know. I do the best that I can, man. That's all I can do. I'm just getting sick of it. I'm getting tired. You know, like but at the same time, I really don't feel tired right now. I feel pretty good, man. It's just crazy how my body just keeps running. I'm like a machine. I'm like the Energizer Bunny. So we're gonna keep on progressing. We're gonna keep on doing our thing, doing our fizzle, right? Let everybody else do whatever the hell they doing, wasting their time worrying about it. We coming up, man. Like I said, I released that video last night. It was late too, like 3 in the morning. I released a video. That thing did over 1.5 something thousand views immediately already. Right? It did it right away too. I looked, it was already over 1,000. So I told you, I work around the clock, man. It's a 24-hour job. I don't care how nobody feels, man. Hold up. See the fans hooting and hollering at me, which is always cool. Um, I didn't think I got it on camera, but I got a little bit of it. Like he was screaming, "Batman, they love you, boy." So it's the whole thing. Like I said, I'm pretty famous, especially locally down here, and I think people just realize that I'm emerging and that it's all happening. And I think they all realize I'm going to be a star, and I already am, but bigger proportions. It's like a celebrity, man. Well, he tells them. Here, hold on. But that's why he tells them. He says, "You're becoming quite the celebrity." You know, trying to get where I got some money, man. I mean, I just need help from the crowd, man. Like I said, this is supposed to be a crowdfunding effort. I do this for donations, man. Every content creator survives off donations, and just people just literally are being petty, and we just don't have time for that energy. These people are upset because I made it and they didn't. You understand? And I did it all myself, so like, it don't work like that. You need to reward me. There was another wave. You need to reward me and pay me my due diligence, give me my credit, give credit where credit's due. And y'all just need to come up off my money, man. People need to donate and show some support here, man. Y'all got to stop breadcrumbing me, man, trying to normalize that stuff, man. That is not reality, bro. Come on, man. Everybody can send $50, $100. Let's get it going. I heard Cyber talking about it. He actually listened to me. I appreciate that. Cyber is super cool, man. I mean, he's been one of the best guys I met online yet. I'm just being real, hands down. He's totally with it. Totally surprised me. He's a good dude. So I have nothing but positive stuff to say about him. Same with Jimmy. Really, I don't have anything but positive stuff to say about Jimmy. I just think Jimmy needs the right counseling, kind of. I think he needs to be steered in the right direction, which hopefully I wish he would pay more attention to what I'm doing in my channel because it would help him. Because that's kind of what I do is teach people how to go the right direction. But yeah, man, you need to not waste your time with anybody who doesn't have your best interest at heart. Those dudes go up there seething with jealousy up there. They don't like seeing you shine, man. I'm just saying he doesn't understand. He's a little younger, but you got to start waking up, brother. You got to understand how the world works, man. And I get it when you're young, you just don't understand. But I went through it too, man. Trust me. I would get into it. There's not a place I can even walk out here that I ain't been in something. I would get into it, and I literally talked to my dad on the phone right after, right? And I'm talking like I won against everyone by myself, right? And I talked to my dad, and I'm like, yeah, like they're all cowards, whatever. He was like, bro, it doesn't matter. But my dad was trying to give me the right advice. He said, it doesn't matter what they are. Like, you need to not do that. Like, it's a waste of your time. And I mean, I was standing up for myself. I actually did have to do it in that situation. I had to stand my ground, and I did. And like I said, I was outnumbered, and I still won. And stuff like that happened a lot when I was young, coming up, especially down here. And people don't even know about that. Like that's half my story. So, but he had a point. That's my thing. When you get a little older, you have a more keen hindsight, and you have a different point of view. And he was right. I mean, but I didn't really have a choice. It wasn't anything I started. It's just people was running their mouth. So it is what it is. Whatever had to go on and happen has to happen. That's just life and how it works sometimes. Sometimes you got to just stand up and get to it, man. Sometimes you got to show people who you are. Sometimes you got to let them know. But I definitely won that one. You know what I mean? And the irony is hilarious. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying, bro. These people they be talking about blah, 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 this. People want to come down here and they don't even know what territory they walking into. Y'all don't even realize these are my stomping grounds, bro. Like literally. You understand? Like, nah, trust me, bro. I've been in a whole lot down here. I'm a boss. You feel me? So this is not new for me, man. This is not my first rodeo. I'm real. This is what I do. Everybody knows I'm the real street dude. I'm the real Batman. And it's a movement, man, and it's picking up pace, man. Um, I just think that the new generation likes it, man. It feels good that I've gotten all the millennials and the new generation to really embrace me and embrace this, and they like it, man. Most of them, they really do. They like it. They get something from it and out of it, and I got these people going out their way. They'll turn around and come say hi to me and say, "Hey, Batman." Drive by, hey Batman, you heard it the other day. People generally they like it, man. They be supportive in the way that they can. I think most people don't have the channel still, and that's an issue that I can't really do much about right now. I think we're moving at the right pace, man. I'm just moving with God, believing in God's plan. You feel me? But a reading download came out today. The dude is always spot on, pretty much, and it said you did it with like the party hat emoji and the celebratory stuff. Um, so I don't know. It made me feel really good. I can feel it in the air today, like it's a celebration. Like I think this was like the final step. I think I made it. I don't think I know because that's what it said. It said you made it. You did it. Like you can look at the training, man. I've gotten to another level. I did it. With all this I worked for, it all just happened basically in front of your eyes. Even the lifting my body horizontally in the air where I'm literally like completely horizontal, like perpendicular on the bars. Like I'm not talking about lifting up with my body in the air. I'm talking about sideways. That stuff is even more amazing. It's harder. And like I pretty much did it today, but I just got to get where I can try to figure out if it's possible to hold it, which I'm sure it is, but probably going to have to try to keep doing it and then just work on the leverage. I just feel like I'm missing a component, like there's an exercise that I'm missing. And I think I got to work on the forward movement. And I think that's the forearms and stuff. So, and I got to put my hands farther back, like behind me, and start doing a lot of dips like that and trying to move my body and, kind of, it's almost like levitating. It's almost impossible, man. Like everything I'm doing, most human beings can't do. Like 99.9%. They cannot, people cannot lift a whole body up in the air on a pull-up bar and then take it to another notch up higher than that. You know what I mean? It's two levels to me. It's picking it up and holding it, but then you're going another level and then I'm holding it, and that's incredible. Like people cannot do that. I'm just telling you the truth. I've seen one guy who can do it all consistently. He was just a beast. That was his name. Strong as hell. Um, he's on here, but like I said, he fell off. That's what's crazy. Like I'm making a career doing this, and I'm actually getting paid a little something and making money. And all them folks who did 52 blocks and did all this calisthenic stuff, none of them are anywhere to be found. They all disappeared. I'm just saying, it's just crazy. I didn't copy nothing. I didn't bite off nothing. This is just how the training unfolded as to what I'm doing. And I figured it all out myself from studying all this stuff. I'm not going to say I didn't draw inspiration, though, of course, from all of those folks. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, though, it's kind of crazy how they kind of helped to give me the inspiration and start all this without trying. They didn't even know who I was, some of them, or they did, and they tried to ignore me. And, I just look at it all as karma, all of it. There's a ton of karma being had. Karma, 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 chameleon. I want to see the chameleon. You come and go. You come and go. I think that lizard's going to be out there for a long time. Like he looks like he knows what he's doing. And I don't know if they eat leaves. He's straight. I think that might be part of what they do in insects. But like I said, man, I just don't think these people get it. Like the whole paradigm, the energy is shifting, and that's the thing. See, when you get them trolls off your program and you quit dealing with these folks, they literally just like dumped all of them. They just got away. Like Jimmy did the right thing. All those people just said, you know what, we're tired of y'all and we're going to get away from y'all. That was exactly what I said day one. If you go back and listen, that was the advice I offered when I went over there. I said he needs to not have trolls on his show. I said it on my own program. Like, it's a great decision. It's more fun, man. You get a good spirit in there. That's why you got to quit letting people in with an evil, bad spirit. You can tell who they are, man. Like, not afraid of anybody like that, man. Those people like that are cowards. They're just sitting there trying to, they're jealous of you, bro. Like real talk, because you getting all the views and attention. People don't like that, man. Take it from me. I mean, I don't get them on the live stream like you do because you just got that whole group over there, and that's fine. I'm not worried about it. And they're going to start watching me anyway, but that wasn't my plan or anything. I didn't have an agenda, but I honestly didn't. I think Jimmy's cool, man. I think his show is cool when he runs it right, when the right people are there. But yeah, you got to be careful, bro. The company you keep, man. Like I said, I gave you the right advice. Stay away from folks like that, man, because they're not playing all that fake stuff like y'all are homeboys. Y'all ain't homeboys, bro. Them folks, they don't want to see you succeed, man. You got to get smart, bro. And I think everybody can just see it with Jimmy. I just don't want to see him put himself in a position, like a bad position because he's not listening and because he just thinks he can, act tough with everybody. And I mean, it's just not how the real world works. It doesn't even matter if you are that tough. I'm a tough guy. I think I'm the meaning of tough. Seriously. I mean, I don't even act like that because, things can happen to me too, man. I'm human. I mean, sometimes you have to be smart. You just, even if it's not about that, it's not about fear or anything. It's just being cautious. I mean, you got to err to caution. You got to exercise caution. It'll get you farther. You got to be smart sometimes, you know. But like I said, I gave him the right advice. What he does with it is up to him. But I mean, don't say I don't care and I'm not trying to help, because I am. So, um, but yeah, you need to focus on the match, man. If y'all gonna do that, take it seriously, and I think you should do it, man. That's why I like Cyber, because Cyber has the right attitude to do it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I would definitely train with Cyber any day. Like, I would even listen to him and have him train me, because I don't know orthodox boxing like that. See what I'm saying? See, it's not all about competition and this and that and who's what. It's about learning, man, and working together. Man, this is beautiful. This is gorgeous. But yeah, I mean, you gotta, you gotta figure it out, man. You gotta start making the right decisions. But yeah, it's about working together, man. And that's what I hope we do. But yeah, Cyber was talking about it. He said, you trying to do it up in New York 100%, man. I'm 100% serious about that, man. But I just need help, and it's not like I'm telling you like that you have to do it all. I'm just saying that I need help from whoever. I need everybody to help me so I can, I really would like to build a new situation on top of everything I got going. It's great. It's fun. It's all cool. It's just down here. It's just the way it's built down here, man. They built this place so weird. Everything is hard to get to. It just makes it difficult. That's all, and then just like I said, the fact that, they're not going to let me work down here, that's all. But I love it. I mean, I love where I'm at. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, man, right now. But that's what I'm saying. We trying to expand, I want to go to New York, bro. If Cyber was like, yo, we're gonna bring you up here, you can stay with me. Here's a couch. There's food in the fridge. That I'm telling you, bro. I would be like, yes, in a heartbeat, bro. I wouldn't even think about it. I would hop right on the bus. Real talk. Like, it'd be so cool. I mean, I'd be a little scared, just because I'm a human being, and anytime leaving home, bro, is scary, man. With what I go through physically, especially, that's the thing. I care about my people, I go through emotional stuff too. I'm human, bro. So that part would be really hard for me. But I would just have to try to shake it out of my system while I do that and look at it as a vacation, not necessarily something permanent, you know what I mean? Because it wouldn't be permanent. But if they created a way to do it, yeah, I would really go do it up there. Yeah, I would. I mean, you only live once. You feel me? I mean, you gotta live life, and you gotta do what you want to do. And that's what's so cool about this is not so much about money. It's just, with the money, it'll make it all possible and easier. But like, I literally could do the real thing up there. But that's the thing. I would try to find work, and then I would just work as much as I can. I'd have to find a job where they have some leniency and they let me really work and stack my bread. I got to stack all my money, and then that way I'd be able to get the resources I need, unless like he helped me or someone helped me, and they had their own money and they wanted to contribute to just building the stuff. But I need help, man. I can't do it all by myself. That's all I'm saying. I'm human, man. I've done everything by myself since I was 16. Everything. Never had help for nothing. Just like right now, I'm carrying my own stuff like every day. It's hard, man. I'm tired of it. I need help. I can't do it anymore on my own. You know, I'm sick of it. I shouldn't have to. It's not right. It's just not fair treatment. So that's all. That's my main thing. So I don't know. Hopefully something will happen. Hopefully God will make a way, and I think that'd be cool, man, to do it up there in New York. And that's the thing. Like, just me being out there as Batman is going to get so much attention, and I'd make my content, we'd end up making more money on here. So potentially if they were like, yo, you good, here's a couch, you don't even got to pay rent right now, just start working, bro, do your thing. And bro, I could stack some dough and get right, and then help and contribute. So I don't know, let me know. You know what I mean? Much love. We'll talk in a minute.